This is going to be a quick one. I'm going to hop on here and talk about the basics of getting started with an Amazon FBA business. A lot of people have been hitting me up and asking like different questions about Amazon FBA. So I'm going to try and go over first like the step-by-step process that you would take, that I took to start my Amazon FBA business and grow it to where it's at now, doing somewhere around 30K a month. And then also some of the frequently asked questions. So from start to finish, I started with an LLC, but you don't have to. If you want to start with an LLC, just make sure it's structured in the correct way. So pretty much the main thing you want to make sure is that the information on the LLC matches up with your information, because Amazon will ask questions and sometimes they will even put a hold on your seller account if there's any mismatched information. So just make sure all your information lines up if you are going with an LLC, but you don't have to. You can start as just a single person doing business. So first things first, you have to get an Amazon seller account. You can start with the beginner account, but they take $1 off of each transaction. So if you're going to get serious about it, I would recommend just going with the professional account. And I think it's like $40 a month. If you are being serious and you're going to sell on Amazon, you're going to do way more than $40 a month. So after that, the two softwares that you absolutely need are SellerAmp and Keepa. These are two paid softwares, very cheap. They're paid monthly. And SellerAmp is going to be the way that you analyze products. So SellerAmp is going to tell you about how many people are selling the item that you're looking at, how much is going for on Amazon, the return, the ROI, so return on investment. You can type in how much you can get it for, and it's going to tell you how much you can make. It's going to tell you how many times that item is selling on Amazon per month, and other much more and a lot more useful information. The second thing that I said is Keepa. Keepa is going to give you charts on Amazon, so it's going to show you price history. How much is it now versus how much was it last month and the month before that? Also selling history. How much is it selling this month versus how much was it selling last year? These are all things that you're going to need to take into account when you're looking at an item. So once you've got those two softwares and you got your seller account, now you need to start sourcing. So you can start sourcing. I would recommend starting to source from places like Target.com, Walmart.com, Kohl's.com. These are places you can source online. Okay. So when you're sourcing, a little note about Walmart.com, when you're sourcing from there, just make sure that what you are looking at is being sold and shipped by Walmart, because Amazon won't accept things that are not sold and shipped by Walmart.com. So basically the name of the game is finding things cheaper on a different website than they are on Amazon, right? So for example, it is currently Q4. It's November 20, or actually today's December 1st. Today's the first day of Lent. And one thing I sold a lot of in my store last month was advent calendars. So I would basically go to Walmart and find advent calendars that were maybe 40% off, especially for Black Friday. I found a lot of good deals, and I bought like hundreds of advent calendars at once. I get them shipped to me, and then I send them to Amazon.com, or I send them to Amazon, sorry, and backpack off of other people's listings. So while you're sourcing, you just want to make sure that you're finding these products and you're keeping them in a spreadsheet. And a little tool to help you source is you need to download a couple of extensions: Rakuten, Capital One Shopping, Cooper, and Top Cashback. These are going to be these are actually extensions on your browser that you can install on Google Chrome, and they will help you find the best deals. They will help you find coupons, because really don't underestimate coupons when you're buying these things. And they will also help you find cashback. So these are ways that you will make your store more profitable on Amazon. So once you source, you find your products that you're going to buy and that you're going to sell on Amazon. You have a sheet of what you want to buy. Now it's time to start getting ungated in things. There are lots of products and categories on Amazon that are auto ungate, meaning all it takes is you to just go apply and they will ungate you. Ungating means you are approved to sell something. Okay, so for example, like if I wanted to sell these beats, right? Beats by Dre is something that's gated on Amazon, because this is Amazon's way of making sure that you don't sell product that is fake. Okay, so the way you get ungated in something that is not auto ungate, if it's auto ungate, you just apply to sell and they'll let you sell it. But for something like, let's say, Beats by Dre, or something like this InstaX Polaroid camera, you have to get ungated. And the way that you do that is you buy 10 items from a reputable store like Target.com. Target is a great place to get ungated in. So for example, if I was trying to get ungated in this, right, I would buy 10 of these from Target.com. Get my shipment in. Don't go pick it up. Let them ship it to you, because when they ship it to you, they send you an invoice. When you get that invoice, you upload that invoice to Amazon. Okay, so you're gonna go in your seller account and you're gonna type in what you want to sell. You're gonna add a product to your store and you type in what you want to sell, and then you type in the exact item that you're trying to sell. When you type that item in, they're going to ask you to submit your invoice. Make sure when you're buying these things, you're getting it from a store that provides an invoice. Target.com provides an invoice. So you upload that invoice into your seller account, and then they will approve you to sell, or they will deny you. Here's a little tip. They most likely will deny you a couple times. I have been denied up to 8 times before they approve me, and all I do is keep resubmitting, change a couple of words, just keep resubmitting, because these are robots that are looking over your applications and not real humans. Okay, so you got to keep resubmitting and just keep being persistent, and they will approve you as long as your invoice is legit and everything is correct. So once you're ungated, now it's time to start selling things. So when you're selling, you have 2 ways of selling. You can do FBA or FBM. FBA is fulfilled by Amazon. This means you are getting things shipped to you, and then you are packing them up and shipping them to Amazon for them to sell on listings that they decide based on where you're located, based on how much you're charging, et cetera, et cetera. FBM is fulfilled by merchant. So this means that you're getting things shipped to you and you are sending it directly to the customer. There are different scenarios for when you should do FBA versus FBM. Right now we are in Q4. That means Q4 of the year. This is a heavy time for Amazon FBA, because so many people are selling right now because it's very profitable, because of Christmas time, because of Thanksgiving. People are just buying at a much higher rate on Amazon than they usually would. So that means Amazon's centers are backed up really, really bad. So if I was to send a bunch of stuff FBA to Amazon for them to sell, then for them to ship out, then they probably would not get to my inventory until 1st of next year. So what I'm doing right now is 80 to 90% FBM. I am shipping manually out everything, because if I send it to Amazon right now, there's a good chance that they're going to get backed up, and they're not going to get to my inventory in time for me to make money for Q4. So there's times that you should do FBM, times you should be FBA, but as a rule of thumb, I like to go 50-50. When I buy products, I do half FBA, half FBM. FBM, you can turn over your money a lot quicker, because the day that you get those items in, you can post them up on your store, and you can post them and sell them that day. FBA, you have to get them shipped to you, and then you ship them off to Amazon, and then they decide when they get sold. So that's pretty much the gist of it. You are buying items discounted other places. You use things like coupons, you use things like discount codes, catch-all emails, any creative ways that you can come up with to save money, that you are buying these items in bulk from other places. And you'd be surprised. A lot of people think like, oh, well, they're just going to be the same price on Amazon because Amazon has the best deals. No, they do not. Even from store to store, like even from Target to Target, you can see a big discrepancy in the prices that things are from store to store. And that is a way for us to make money. So if you're thinking of getting started with Amazon FBA, if you're thinking about selling things on Amazon, if you're interested in e-commerce, this is a perfect way to get your foot in the door. This is how I started. And a really big part of Amazon FBA is credit, right? Because if you invest $1,000 into inventory, a good rule of thumb I like to use is like 20%. I usually shoot for over 20% ROI, right? So minimum 20%. So if I'm investing $1,000, I'm gonna get $200 back. But that means if I invest $10,000, I'm gonna get $2,000 back. And so when you think about credit, right? If you clean your credit and you can get some business funding, you get $100,000 in business funding, you buy $100,000 in inventory, you do the math, right? You can do $20,000, and it's very realistic for you to turn over $100,000 in inventory a month, and you could be doing $20,000 in Amazon FBA profits. So that's a simple rundown of the business model of Amazon FBA. This is something that I'm currently doing. If you need any help or in this area, if you want to learn Amazon FBA, you have any questions, any things that you want to know details on, hit me up. All my socials are open. You can DM me anytime. I will try and get back with you. If you're interested in mentorship, that is also something that I offer for new starters. I will take you from, even if you have bad credit, I will take you through the process of repairing your credit, getting you business funding, and then teaching you how to take that business funding and make profit on Amazon FBA. It's something I'm currently doing with students. So hit me up if you're interested in that. You can also visit my website, atlasparade.org, atlasparade.org. And we have plenty of packages on there for credit repair, for courses on Amazon FBA, and even mentorship. So I hope you guys have a good day. Keep hustling, keep grinding. And if you have any questions, just drop them below.